In South Africa, you've got a problem in the aspect that in South Africa, we had the very same people that perpetuated the crime against humanity still running society, running the media, running the companies, running banking, and continuously perpetuating the crimes of apartheid in a modern-day democracy by lies and doing the same things that were done during apartheid. We will never know the truth as long as the criminals of the apartheid system are running the economy for the same ends and the same purposes of apartheid, which was exploitation of the mineral resources of this country. And remember, Eskom was built off the gold, platinum, and exploitation of the diamonds of South Africa. And when the mining companies were paying for those services, they were not paying enough in order to allow for replacement cost in future. They were simply making money for the moment. What we've got now is that we've got an Eskom that did not save enough from the services that it gave these mining companies. Those profits went into the mining companies that are outside the country. Some of them are leaving because the gold is finished. Some of them are leaving because iron is finished. And they've taken the profits that should have been channeled into Eskom, that should have been part and parcel of the replacement cost and the depreciation of what Eskom would need to rebuild itself today. And the bankers have also sabotaged you in the aspect that the moment we get to 2017, you see a company called Future Growth that belongs to Old Mutual saying that we'll no longer give loans to SOEs, particularly Eskom. And so that started a regime of sanctions, of trying to bleed the government and not give it money to build its infrastructure. They also said they would influence other financiers across the world not to give South African SOEs and the South African government money. That is a regime change agenda. And that is an agenda to deindustrialize South Africa, as I've been saying with the Morgenthau plan.
I have to interrupt you there, Atendo. I'm trying to understand how you can erase 12 years of state capture by just dismissing it as a farce. Who exactly would be orchestrating this farce? And are you going to reply and say the West?
Well, it's interesting. How can we not erase 12 years if we've erased 135 years of state capture by Anglo-America and the companies that were formed out of the Cicero John Rhodes companies?
Don't forget that 20 years ago, Eskom was an incredibly successful company.
No, it wasn't.
It was. We had electricity. Our maintenance program was on track. We had profitability. We were exporting our excess power outside of the country as well.
You were doing that while 70% of South Africa didn't have electricity. Many people were living in darkness in a country that was producing what you call...
I said 20 years ago, not
yes,
27.
I'm talking about 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you did not have electricity for everybody.